FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Tuesday. Few days away from Christmas. For those celebrating the holidays, even though it do not feel like no holiday spirits around here. It might just be me, but it's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's not this holiday season ain't no like it usually be. I don't know though. I don't know. Still got a lot of crazy stuff going on. I told y'all we was gonna blink and we was gonna look up and 2026 was gonna be here. It's almost here. About what, 7, 8 days away? About a week away? 8 days away? 2026. Time going crazy. For real, man. We got flood going on like crazy out here on the West Coast. Salute to those in California, Washington, all those areas that's getting hit by that rain and flooding. Much love to y'all, prayers to y'all and everything, man. Salute to everybody in the building already. Felicia, what's good? Midwest. TG, what up? Buddha, what up? Nudie, what up? We're gonna wait for a few people to fall in and we'll get it going, y'all. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just don't feel like it's different this season. This season different. This season definitely don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, a holiday season and nothing like that. Dennis, was good, fam? Wait for a few more people to fall in, then we'll get started. Solo, peace, fam, was good. Was waiting for people to fall in. I'm sure everybody get to falling in once we get started, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Gervais, what up, fam? Let's get it rolling.
Y'all, there's got to be more to this story with this power outage that's going on in San Francisco right now. Because do y'all know that 12,000 people are currently without power? That's not a small number, y'all. 12,000 people. But tell me why you would have a whole bunch of crows coming out by the hundreds during this power outage if it was just for some fire. There's so many crows out there, you guys. The birds are telling us something, because when was the last time you see so many birds flying out in the sky during a power outage? What are they telling us? Look, this is in Portland. It's going on in Portland as well too. Look at this. This is the downtown section of Portland, Oregon. Look at all these birds.
Look at this. This is what it's like in downtown Portland right now. It's so loud.
And y'all know they just had that historic flooding in Portland, right? And now the birds are coming and sending us a message right after this. Y'all know these are messengers, right? Y'all do know that crows are messengers of the spirit realm, right? Are they telling us a message? Are they telling us something during a blackout? Because why is everything happening on the West Coast? Why are they reacting to things happening on the West Coast? The California radiation fog is still weird. All the prehistoric flooding. And now this is going on, the blackout. And then people's power isn't getting turned on until tomorrow afternoon.
We are going to start here in San Francisco, where the power remains out for thousands of PG&E customers, and it is not expected to be restored until tomorrow afternoon. Those outages started yesterday morning and grew throughout the day. The first one reported at around 9:40 a.m. At its peak, about 130,000 customers, about a third of the city.
It's not making sense, y'all. Something is getting closer to us, because the way that the birds are reacting, they react to electromagnetic fields. And then we know with the sun popping off lately, the magnetic field of the earth is getting weaker. We've been telling y'all, man, that great shift is upon us. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this video. Let's get it, y'all. Peace in.
What you gonna call it?
Stuck under where?
The bridge under there, over there.
Hey, yo, bro. Look at this, pimp. My feet are soaked right now.
Man, these floods is crazy. I can't believe it's flooding like that. It's even raining out here today. It's raining out here in Vegas, so I don't know what's going on, man. They must be pressing that button. They messing with that weather or something, but it's crazy work right here. Flooding like crazy.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's crazy. Nah, we had to put the car up on the grass because it was right here and it was flooding. Nah, this is wild. I haven't ever seen it like this before.
See, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
Why would she say the assassin J.D. Vance though? Like, I don't understand. Like, to Charlie Kirk's wife, the assassin J.D. Vance, like the whole situation this whole situation with Charlie Kirk, his wife, even with Nicki Minaj, all this shit and everything, all this shit just like a sitcom, y'all. Cause Nicki just was talking bad about Trizzy not too long ago. Like last year, she was talking super bad about Trizzy, and now she didn't jump back on the bandwagon and everything. Like, I don't understand it, man. It's crazy. Mad Pax, what up? Diane, what up? Like, I don't know. Serious, what up, fam? And then why would she say the assassin, JD? And then she like caught herself like she knew, like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. That shit crazy.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
And then I just don't get the energy from her, like, and I know time that went by now, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying she's supposed to just be all sad all the time and grieving all the time, but I never got the like the grieving widow energy from her. Like my husband's life was taken and I'm sad and I'm fucked up about it. Like, it seemed like ever since he been gone, it seemed like it's been like a fucking PR run for her or something. Like, yeah, let's ramp up the interviews. Let's get out here and get into people's face or something. Like, I don't know, man. This shit is just weird, man.
I love you. I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord. And words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. I will not judge that.
And then they might have just gave the play away, because she was like, the world is like, if they want to clip it for the internet, like, for her to even say that, it might have been all a play. She might have said that shit on purpose, like the assassin JD, because they know a lot of people was gonna take it a certain way and clip it, and it's gonna be all over and everything. So, man, you just don't know these days, man. This shit crazy, because everybody's saying anything on the internet for clips right now. Everybody clip farming for sure.
Thank you. For boys,
Erica Kirk has an agenda that she's been following, and I think she is slowly but surely letting us know what that agenda is. Something is wrong with Erica Kirk. Something is wrong with a woman whose husband was assassinated, never mourn, never shows his family, her family, never shows the kids. has been on a widow tour, then this week went on the stage like she was Beyonce or Mariah Carey coming out for their opening headlining performance. And she said something that is very weird. Take a
I ain't never seen her with the kids. I ain't even know they had kids. I don't even know if they had family or nothing. I don't never see her around no family. She ain't with no kids, none of that. So I don't know.
listen.
That's what I've learned the most in these past 3 months is that my husband, he deeply mattered on a multitude of levels, so much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated. How much of a peacemaker he was.
I beg your pardon?
Say once your husband got killed, once he got assassinated, that implies you were waiting for it to happen. Once is the anticipation of something. If you were to say after Charlie died, that means, oh, something has happened, it passed. But once he died, that struck me so strange because it's like, were you waiting for it? Did you know it was happening? But it gets better. She then said that her goal is to get JD Vance elected as president and that they will do that with Turning Point USA.
We're going to ensure that President Trump has Congress for all 4 years.
Wait.
We are going to get my husband's friend, JD Vance, elected for 48 and the most resounding way possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if JD Vance knocking her down, y'all. JD might be hitting that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Romel, what up? K Annie, what's good? Cause she be on JD Vance. She be on that boy. She be all over him. And then when she talk about him, she just glow up. Like JD probably sticking her on the side. I ain't gonna lie. It probably come out in the future.
She then reminds us that she's not really on tour for herself or as a widow. She's on tour because Charlie would have wanted her to go on tour.
Commitment he had, I wanted to honor that for him. I wasn't going on a media tour myself. This was for my husband.
So you have the non-grieving widow who's saying that she was anticipating her husband's death. In a previous video, she said he died for the agenda. What agenda? We don't know. And now she's telling us that she's going to put JD Vance in office. And then she's saying that her tour is not for herself, even though it is for herself. And she's on stage and as the headliner of a conference of a room full of hateful people. I wonder if Grindr crashed at this thing yesterday, because clearly that's all these people do when they get together. But this event and her as a human, something is off. And I don't want to be the only one that keeps saying it. And I know you guys see it too, but something is fucking off.
Definitely.
What do you guys think?
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
And when he said this shit, I don't understand this, y'all. Like, I don't understand this. He talking about you don't have to apologize. When did whites have to apologize for being white? Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, what is he talking about, man?
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
I don't remember that period of time when they had to apologize for being white. Like, I don't remember. Like, I'm so confused about that right there. Like, did he mean like you don't have to apologize for when we used to be, some of us used to be racist or some type shit or something? Like, I don't understand that shit, man. That shit, like, I was confused. I heard them like, man, what the fuck? What do you mean? I don't know, man. Shoes was good.
Speaking of Venezuela, oil. What are we going to do with the oil that we have?
Going to do with what?
The oil that has been seized. The United States seized 1.9 million barrels of oil on December 10th.
We're going to keep it. We're keeping it.
Where's it? Are we going to sell it or put it in the strategic oil?
Maybe we'll sell it. Maybe we'll keep it. Maybe we'll use it in the strategic reserves. We're keeping it. We're keeping the ships also. I like Bill Clinton. I've always.
Man, you can't tell me Trizzy ain't from the hood, man. Trizzy just seized Venezuela. He took their oil, took it. Like, yeah, we're going to keep it. they're like, what you gonna do with it? Like, I don't know. Hey, we might sell it, we might use it. I don't know. We're gonna keep it. Like, Trizzy ain't no motherfucking joke, y'all.
Gotten along with Bill Clinton. I've been nice to him. He's been nice to me. We've always gotten along. Respect him. I hate to see photos come out of him, but this is what the Democrats, mostly Democrats, and a couple of bad Republicans are asking for. So they give me their photos of me too. Everybody was friendly with this guy, either friendly or not friendly. But they, he was around. He was all over Palm Beach and other places. The head of Harvard was his best friend, Larry Summers, and Bill Clinton was a friend of his. But everybody was. I actually threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. And as a person that was in Mar-a-Lago, I threw him out. Mar-a-Lago, this is Mar-a-Lago. It's the hottest place I think it's the hottest place in the world, but it's the hottest place in Florida. And everybody would come here. He'd come here. We actually threw him out. But no, I don't like the pictures of Bill Clinton being shown. I don't like the pictures of other people being shown. I think it's a terrible thing.
Man, he's so crazy, man. No, Dwayne, I'm speaking from a hood robber point of view. He on some robbing type shit. He basically robs Venezuela and took their motherfucking oil and was like, we go keep it. We go sell it. They oil that he robbed from them, or we go use it. It's our shit. He definitely be bullying sometimes and everything. And he definitely been favored and spoiled his whole life probably, but I'm talking from a hood robbery. Like, how the fuck you gonna go over there? You bombing them, you beefing with them, and you take their oil, and you like, man, we go keep it. We might sell it, we might use their shit. We keeping their shit. Like, what? Like, he tripping.
So I had to look it up for myself. You go to the episode where SpongeBob gets his driver's license, right? Okay. And you look at the address, 124 Con Street, Bikini Bottom. We all know he lives there. So you go to Google Earth. No. And I'm gonna delete this. Not true. Cut it out. And you look up the address, 124 Con Street. No. Bikini Bottom, and it takes you to Little St. James. If you know anything about anything, this is Epstein's Island. No, it's not. That is absolutely wild that they put that shit in front of us for all those years. I don't recall any of that. That's not true. So what are you trying to say here?
So they had the address on an episode of SpongeBob on his ID, and the address was an address from Epstein Island. Like, I don't know. Like, I was finna say, like, what's the, I don't like using this word, but what's the coincidence of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the odds of that? Like, this shit crazy, man. This is a fucking Matrix. This ain't nothing but a drama film we living in, man.
That SpongeBob should be in those files too. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purpose only. I don't know what that guy was talking about. I just think he's making things up. Shut up! There's no way. There's no way that's possible, guys. You see, stop listening to these people on the internet. They be coming up with their own things. They be coming up with their own stories that doesn't exist. And I don't care how much it makes sense. It doesn't make sense because it's not real. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You know what time it is. Shut up! Really, SpongeBob? Really? Let me find out those people over there has something to do with this show. All those people. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on you guys. You know what time it is. Shut up! But I'll tell you one thing. Now, when I see SpongeBob come on my TV, I'm not going to think the same like I was thinking before. Nah, I'm just playing around, guys. Come on. It's not true.
Trump knows that this is the most powerful we've ever seen an American president.
DJ was good.
Ever since he decided to brush the Epstein files under the rug, every bill that he has proposed has been passed. Every executive order that he's written up has been enforced.
Oh, so it's a bargaining tool, you think?
He definitely is going to be blackmailing people in the deep state for sure.
Hell yeah,
I know for a fact that it's going on because I'm watching the most human trafficking arrests that I've ever seen. Free Dugar. Dugar in jail right now, went on a retrieval, it went bad. You know, we've had people from law enforcement reach out to us and say, look, slow down. We doing things, slow down. We see what you're doing. We don't want you getting in any trouble, so slow down. Part of the reason why I left.
Like slow down on the helping retrieve.
Yeah. Because, you know, things be happening.
I believe that if Trizzy ain't using the files, the Epstein files for leverage and bargaining and making deals and blackmailing people, somebody is. Somebody using them motherfucking files. I'm pretty sure it's so many politicians and so many people in those files and everything. So they like, hey, we better get this passed, or we gonna release this page with your name on it, motherfucker. I'm pretty sure that's what they doing for sure. Cause they tripping. They've been talking about this for so long. They do not want to do that. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, y'all, for sure. Let's keep it rolling.
The cause of the Civil War, the U.S. Civil War in the 1800s.
What was the cause of the Civil War?
What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
I don't know.
What would you say is the cause of the Civil War?
The Civil War? What caused the Civil War? They mostly, I'm thinking of the first war when we became Americans.
And then we had a Civil War. What do you think caused our Civil War?
Sin, I suppose, you know. There was something evil. Mankind is hard on each other, man. Yeah.
And what?
He was the closest one so far. Like, why can't they answer this? Like, why can't nobody answer this? Can somebody in the chat answer it? Like, what y'all think caused the Civil War? Like, I mean, I have an idea, but maybe my shit might be wrong or something. William, what's good, fam? Truth lady. Salute to Seattle.
What do you think, sir, was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Of the Civil War? Well, let's see. The North and South, they couldn't get along. It could happen here, too.
Do you think we're near that?
Hear what?
Do you think we're getting toward a Civil War again?
The good Lord only knows, but I think, you know, if he thought it was going to end up this way, people are supposed to get along, aren't we? We're all.
Why don't none of them want to say that though? Like why nobody is saying like slavery was a factor for sure in the Civil War, but nobody want to say it. I mean, the North and South, they was beefing. I know, like they were saying like the South, I guess, wanted slaves or something, and then the North was like didn't care. They was like, people can be free or whatever. So, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Our history's so fucked up, man. Just
Americans, not just Democrats and Republicans.
What do you think is the cause of the Civil War, the U.S. Civil War?
Well, I think the Democrats are pushing the race issue extremely far. I had a black man at my door the other day. I don't have an issue with race, but they're making it such a big issue. They're making it, just even with this Claudia Gay, that she was asked to resign from this college in Harvard. It's not a race issue, but they're making it that, and I don't agree with that.
What about the Civil War in the 1800s? What do you think was the cause of that?
Oh, yeah, that was slavery, wasn't it?
Okay, she went on and said it. There she go.
Seems that way. What do you think caused the Civil War?
It's probably the division of states and the people.
Over what?
Well, right now they're trying to take the people's right to vote away. I mean, if you're in Colorado, and I think Trump probably actually won Colorado, whether it says it on paper or not. Like I said, I watched a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of voter fraud, a lot of when you can't control all the write-in ballots and stuff like that. So, the sad part about it is Trump actually told us before this even happened, this is what they were going to do, and they did it.
Man, he went all off the subject. They asked you what you think the cause of the Civil War was. You went to talking about Trump. You think he won Colorado and everything and all this type of what the?
I mean, I know a pile of people, and I drove.
Not that we're going to start a war, but I think people are going to get fed up. And I think, there was riots in the street how many years ago? Crazy everywhere. And I think that could happen again, maybe in a bigger scale.
But also, like even like you mentioned Minneapolis, the George Floyd thing, that was all set up too.
How was that set up?
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Man, what the fuck, man? This shit crazy, man. I clearly saw the knee on the neck. Like, maybe he didn't see the video. I saw the video. Now, I don't know. But this shit crazy, man. With them, they picking the right people to try to make it seem like, man, they making that MAGA movement look kind of strange doing this, man. Trizzy, you need to clean it up a little bit, man. Big Ant, what up, fam?
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Did they have slavery in Florida?
Then he go, did y'all hear him at the end? Let me go back. He said that police officer didn't have his knee on his neck. And then my man asked him, did you see the video? He said, no, I didn't see the video. Well, how the fuck do you know if he had his, man, oh my God, man. This shit right here is diabolical.
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Man, what the? Well, how you gonna say? Well, how you gonna say that police officer didn't have his knee on his neck? And then he came right back and asked you, well, did you see the video? He said, no, I didn't see the video. I don't like how the fuck can you answer it then, man? How do you know then, man? That right there was the dumbest shit ever, man. That's crazy work.
Have slavery in Florida?
No, they did not.
They didn't have slavery in Florida?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, you being discontinuous. Yeah, slavery in Florida since it
what
was
year?
From the span of it being a Spanish colony up until America adopted it in this colony, slavery didn't become outlawed in Florida until the Emancipation Proclamation. What are you talking about? There's plantations in Florida.
Oh, that's what you think Florida is.
What are you talking about?
You poor Haitian. You just don't know about Florida. Jesus Christ. What do you think the terminology Seminole means?
No, that's the indigenous tribe. Or
what does it mean?
I don't know what it means. I know it's a tribe of
people. It means runaway slave.
Seminole means runaway slave.
And where is the?
I didn't know that. This is my first time. I didn't know that either. I didn't know Seminole means runaway slave. You learn something every day. I just learned something right now.
The home for the Seminoles. This was the state that slaves ran to get away. This was the first. Sir, you come off your mic, you don't know anything. This was the first state that the real Underground Railroad actually happened at. Niggas was running to Florida. You know why? Because the Florida Seminoles was never conquered, sir. The runaway slaves was never conquered. The indigenous tribes here was fighting against the Spanish for the longest. Then the U.S. military tried to invade Florida. They tried to invade Florida. Then the Florida Seminoles and the Spanish came together to fight against the U.S. military because they were trying to enslave or make Florida a slave state.
Wow. I didn't know that, y'all. They didn't teach us that, man. They did not teach us that. Charisma was good. Man, they did not teach us that. I did not know that. So the like Florida was like a runaway slave state. So the Seminoles was beefing with the Spaniards, but when the U.S. tried to come and invade and conquer them and take over, they teamed up with the Spaniards and they beefed with the U.S. and fought against them. And I guess they didn't lose because they never was. He said Florida was never conquered. Man, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Florida State Seminoles. I never knew what Seminoles standed for. And like, I just thought it was like some Indian ended. Like, I didn't know. This shit crazy.
Hold on. The Florida Seminoles weren't going for it. And we went to war with the U.S. military for 100 years plus. The longest war on American soil. Longer than the Haitian Revolution. Harder than the Haitian Revolution. And we was putting BTA down here. This was the only unconquered state, sir. Okay. So this is another problem. You guys are very ignorant to our history. You don't know anything. You're trying to make excuses. The bottom line is you're a
Hey, I didn't know either, fam. And it's crazy because it's a lot of us I'm ignorant to a lot of shit. I didn't know. They didn't teach us this. They didn't teach us that, man. They taught us what they wanted to teach us. And, you know, that's what we learned in school. And that's all you know. And if it wasn't for this internet age and waking up and going down these rabbit holes and listening to different people, if I never came across this video, I never would have learned that. I never would have knew. This shit crazy.
Traitor to your own group of people, and it's fine. If you want to be a traitor, that's fine. Just know that Black Americans have been fighting here in America for the longest. We're not traitors. There's no other groups of people I'll protect other than my own, and that's it. You, on the other hand, you have a whole island to go back to rep for. You won't do it. Why? I don't know. Everybody wants to rep.
That's crazy. I did not know that. I just learned something. You learn something new every day, every day. That is crazy.
Long before calendars, before churches, before empires, humans watched the sky. They noticed something terrifying and sacred. Each day, the sun rose lower, the nights grew longer, and life began to retreat. The winter solstice marked the longest night of the year, the moment darkness reached its peak. But it was never seen as an ending. It was a threshold. Ancient peoples across the world tracked this moment with absolute precision. Stone circles, temples, and earthworks aligned to the sun's return. They understood something we've forgotten. Nature moves in cycles. Passing on is not failure. Darkness is not evil, and light always returns. Among the northern tribes, this time was known as Yule, a festival of rebirth. Evergreen trees were honored because they stayed alive when everything else died. Fires were lit not for decoration but for survival, and symbolically to call the sun back. Further south, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a reversal of order, a release of tension. Feasting, gift-giving, and rest. It wasn't chaos, it was balanced. These rituals weren't metaphors. People believed their actions mattered, that honoring the cycle helped restore harmony between earth, sky, and human life. But centuries later, power entered the story. Early Christianity did not celebrate the birth of Jesus. There is no biblical date for it. That came later when the Roman Empire sought unity through conversion. Rather than erase existing traditions, they absorbed them. Solstice symbolism was repurposed. Solar rebirth myths, long associated with figures like Mithras, were rebranded. December 25th wasn't chosen by accident. It was chosen because people were already honoring the return of the light. This doesn't make modern celebrations wrong, no. It actually makes them layered. Christmas didn't replace the solstice. It sits on top of it, and underneath all of it. Religion, culture, tradition, the same truth remains. Tonight is the longest night. Tomorrow, the light begins its return. No belief system owns that. No empire created it. The earth still turns, the sun still rises. And whether you celebrate Christmas, nothing at all, or something far older, this moment still belongs to you because the light has always come back, and it always will. Follow for more ancient history. And the unexplained, happy holidays and winter solstice.
Man, it's crazy how much like our history and the truth about everything just been altered so much and modified. Like I don't be believing shit anymore. Like you gotta go off your own energy. You gotta be able to meditate and receive these downloads from another Like you can't trust some. I mean, I know, some people like you got to read the books and everything, but sometimes these books ain't telling the truth. Some books they alter them a little bit. They get to talk. I mean, rewriting shit and changing shit and everything. Like it's rough out here. Angela the Dow, the boss lady, is in the building. Kip, what up, fam? That shit crazy.
Just stop for a second and realize that none of these holidays make any sense. Christmas is meant to be the rebirth of Christ. Nothing to do with Jesus, the man coming back. It's got to do with the rebirth of Christ, Christ consciousness. Tell me anything in Christmas that's anything got to do with that, please. Anything. You ever think of Santa? People buying gifts for each other end up going broke, being on that low frequency at the end of the year. People are always worrying, stressed because they're spending all of their money. It's consumerism. Totally consumerism. It's nothing to do with what Christmas is meant to actually be. And second of all, never mind that, they've lied about time. I've already made a video about that shit. So it's meant to be 12 months of the year, and the last 12 months is Christmas, and then we go into the new year. Ain't no new year. There's no new year. Going from November, December, January, February, all of them months, the weather is near so the same. You see the weather start changing going into spring. That's actually when the new year is. Anyways, going back to my point, Christmas has nothing to do with the actual resurrection of the Christ consciousness, which is meant to be where it's coming from. That's why it's called Christ Mass. That's where it's coming from. But it's totally changed, and it's actually got to do with more so ritualistic perspectives when you look into what the Christmas tree and all is, and where the Christmas tree comes from, and then where Santa comes from. Shit has gone left.
Let me just say, this one is important. Or it seems important. So doctors are warning about a mutating flu strain. And they say this flu strain is spreading faster in 2025 than it has ever spread in any other year. Health experts are saying that the influenza mutation is behaving way differently than past years. But don't they always say this? I really can't recall a year where they didn't say there's been a mutation or this one is worse than last year. Am I tripping? They said the US and Europe is already having high surges in patients coming in with the flu, y'all. They said this time around, it's a little earlier though. And I don't know where they heard this from, but they said usually if you get the flu around flu season, you only get it one time. But now they're saying people are getting sick twice. And the second time is worse than the first. That don't sound normal to me. Sound normal to you? Now they did say that this variant hasn't been more deadly than others, but it's spread way quicker. It's way more potent. So I'm just reporting on the news that they're reporting to us. So if you feel sick or anything, or you've been under the weather the past week or so, you probably had this flu or whatever this is.
So now we have a new form of snow called snow rollers formed by
Probably some shit they didn't put out here with all this fog and everything. It's probably something they did deliberately trying to get people out. I don't know, man. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. Let's keep it going, man. I ain't never seen no snow roll up like this either, dog.
by nature. This is really weird. I don't know about this. I'm thinking programmable snow.
Tell me you motherfuckers playing this while my head been hurting, y'all. They trying to tell me my goddamn phone send off radiation like microwaves? Nah, man. Nah, man. Stop playing with me, y'all. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all watch this with me. Nah, this gotta be fake, man. I know you motherfuckers. I know my followers gonna get me together. They gonna get me together. Cause ain't no goddamn way when my fucking phone rang. Man, this what's going on in my motherfucking head. I'm done with phones, bro. I'm done. This is it. I'm about to only make videos on these hoes, bro. I swear y'all can watch this shit one more time with me, dog. Bro, listen. They say that these cell phones give off radio reaction. And this motherfucker's trying to prove it to us right now. It is doing that. Dog. Now, I've been getting headaches. You write comment below if you've been getting headaches or your fucking hands be like, you know what I'm talking about? They get itching sometimes when my shit be raining. But I'll be like, nah, it ain't nothing. Yeah.
Damn.
They allowed to do this to us? They allowed to kill us like this? Nah.
Damn. That phone giving off that much radiation, it set that motherfucker on fire. What's up, Candace? No, we still rolling. We still rolling.
No. Man, comment below, dog. This is fucking fuck.
What was the cause of the Civil War?
Hey, Charisma. I quit wearing my AirPods. I used to wear my AirPods all the time. It's crazy because I used to talk about it on the stream. I was telling everybody on the stream like how you can feel it. It was like something weird about the AirPods. And I was like, man, something going on. But it was that probably radiation, that frequency and everything. I quit wearing them, man, because it was messing with me too. I'm like, man, it just feel weird. It's just like it felt weird after wearing them, especially if you wear them for like a little time, a little amount of time and everything. I went back to my wired headphones because I'm like, yeah, something ain't right about this shit. Them AirPods, they was definitely doing something, man, sending some strong frequencies and waves to you, for real. Annie Cash Cow was good. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep the algorithm jumping. We finna keep it rolling.
We want to do is ruin anybody's Christmas plans, but we have an obligation as a county family to say, to wave the flag and say there's a threat, a real threat out there. And so for us, making sure that everybody understands that whether they're driving in here, they're flying in here, may have to rent a car and visit family, to really pay attention to the warnings, the orders, and make sure you're coming into a zone where an emergency can happen. And we don't want you to be part of it. We want you to kind of, that old saying, we want you to complement, not complicate.
Forecasted storm system is on track to bring rain, flooding, and debris flows to Southern California today through Saturday, with the potential for dangerous mud and debris flows in the 8 burn scar areas. With a flood watch in effect this afternoon through Wednesday evening, significant rainfall is expected with the potential for flash flooding. A free mass notification system for LA County residents at LA County.
This shit just seemed kind of odd. Hey, William. Salute to William Robinson and the Robinson family, man, in the chat. Salute to Seattle. You said this the same sheriff from the Vegas thing that happened at that country concert? And he was, I think he was the same sheriff. He was over in Hawaii too when that happened over there. When that Hawaii had that big tragedy over there and everything. Like, I know this ain't the same sheriff. It is. How the fuck is he over there now? Doing, like, what is going on, man? Like, who is this? Is this sheriff a motherfucking a crisis actor or something? Like, how's he ended up in all, like, this crazy work right here.
.gov/emergency. Create an evacuation plan and heed evacuation warnings and orders from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Download the Genesis Alert mobile app.
Sam, I don't know if we're going to make it. Adrian just walked across 3 lanes.
Hey, I thought about that too, Candace. I think that too, Candy. Hey, they over there, they trying to clean it up before the Olympics come in 2028. They doing a lot of bullshit over there in Cali. Like, just a lot of bullshit with the weather, the fires, and everything. Like, they over there on some bullshit in Cali. They trying to get it ready for when the Olympics get there. That's definitely a theory. Allegedly. Entertainment purposes only.
We're all celebrating Nimrod on December 25th. It has nothing to do with Jesus. He wasn't born on December 25th, and you all know that. I used to think the same thing,
And I was a part of that same belief system until I started getting into the Word and started to figure out, when was Jesus born?
Okay,
And we're
Angela.
going to look at that
Have
today.
a good night. Get well.
If you go to Luke chapter 1,
Talk to
we
you
find
later, Angela.
that Zacharias, which is
Boss
John's
lady.
father, was at the temple during the course of Abaya doing his priestly duties. And this is an actual date. It is June the 13th through the 19th. And right after his ministration duties is when he went back. And it was about a 2-day journey, it's calculated, for a 70-year-old man, which is how old he was at the time. And with him not leaving because it was a Sabbath, we calculate that John was conceived on June the 23rd to the 24th. Now, if you keep reading on down, you learn that 6 months later, he comes in contact with Mary, who was conceived, and John leapt in the womb because Jesus started dwelling with us. So if we calculate 6 months later, we learn that December 25th would be the day that Jesus started dwelling on earth at the Immaculate Conception. So 9 months later would put us at the correct date of September 29th, being a perfect full term, which we would assume Christ would be a perfect full term, being who he is. Christ's birthday would be September 29th. Now, December 25th is a pagan holiday. I'm not going to go into the details on Nimrod and all the things that's associated with it, but it was during...
So he wasn't born on Christmas. Y'all, tomorrow was good. Boss lady, I hope you wasn't breathing in that fog over there in Cali.
During winter solstice, when the sun was at its lowest point in the sky, which would be the darkest day of the year, when the light of the world was brought forth. I don't find that to be a coincidence. We also learn in Hosea, I believe around chapter 14 or so, that God refers to himself as the evergreen tree, how it stays green year round. And that's our Christmas tree. And at the top we put a star, which would represent the Star of Bethlehem, which appeared in the sky at that time. And we received the greatest gift in the world, Jesus Christ, which is why we give gifts on this day. So don't let the pagans try to take your holiday from you. It is very much a high holy day for Christians, and I wish...
Damn, they just cut him off like that?
You say that...
That was wild right there. Yeah.
all whites are racist. Can you expound on that?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all, everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority.
Damn. Now, they have done that. It have been like that. But I don't believe all whites are racist. You know what I'm saying? Some of them know about the system and everything, how everything was set up and how it's portrayed to look like they done everything. But some of them do know, like, yeah, no, that's bullshit. They just, they gassing it up. Cause I got friends that I went to school with and everything, and they know, like, they like all whites ain't racist. You could have said like all whites get white privilege, a little bit like something like that, but I don't believe all whites are racist. But she definitely was speaking some real shit.
Said, if you grew up in America and you're not racist, you're a miracle, because the system itself teaches you to be that way. And honestly, what she said hits deep. She's not saying every white person hates others. She's saying the education system was built to glorify white history and hide everyone else's.
Right.
That's a powerful truth. And it's rare to hear it from someone inside the same group she's calling out.
Are you Bill Clinton?
That's facts right there. That's facts. Definitely. Definitely. Because I just thought about it when I was growing up in the school, like that little story that they told us about the little song we had to sing in class and everything. I used to think Christopher Columbus was somebody. Like I used to look like, damn, Christopher Columbus was that man, was that guy when I was in school and they were teaching this shit. They talking about how he came over and like did all this shit. I'm like, man, like 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I forgot how the sun go, whatever. I used to think like, oh, he was hard, you know what I'm saying? But then you find out, you come across information and find out that he was on some bullshit. He wasn't even really who they say he was and all that. So I understand, man. It's all about the system, man. The system is set up, man. And we in this shit.
I feel I am. I know I got, looking like him, and much as I've known all my life, he's supposed to be my daddy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I am, but I do need the legitimate test to prove it. So yeah.
They saying this is Bill Clinton's son, y'all. I'm laughing because I believe it. He kind of looked like Bill. They said Bill was knocking down a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? And they said, y'all know Bill Clinton liked them black women. They said Bill Clinton was fucking all type of black women. And I believe in this shit. He probably just couldn't come on out. You know, Hillary would have wiped his nose. He wouldn't, man, what? If he would have went on and just claimed my man and came out and everything, man, Bill wouldn't be here with us today. He wouldn't be here with us today. Y'all know how Hillary get. She ain't no joke.
So when did you first become aware of the story like surrounding your connection to Bill Clinton? Right, since a youngster, I mean, like I said, I got aunties and uncles, you know what I'm saying? My mom, sisters and brothers. My mom's sisters raised me, so they always told me who I was and who my father was. Plus, it was known around Little Rock, you know what I'm saying? So everywhere I went, people were like, oh, that's Bill Clinton's son, you know what I'm saying? So I was aware of it. Like I say, he didn't make president until 93. I was born in 85, so by that time I was 8. So yeah, I was aware of who I was.
That's crazy, man. Much love, Shoes. Prayers up for you, fam. I know you'll be all good, man. It's all gonna go. It's gonna be successful. Everything tomorrow, man. Salute, salute. That's crazy, man.
Got you.
And he kind of looked like Bill, man. Like if you look at him, like I don't think he can really deny it, man. Like he got Billy, he got some of them features, man. For real. That shit crazy.
My sisters and brothers, my mom's sisters raised me, so they always told me who I was and who my father was. Plus, it was known around Little Rock, you know what I'm saying?
And you know his mom, man, they ain't gonna lie about that. Like they ain't finna make that up, like, and let it stick with him his whole life. Like they know, his mama know, like, yeah, Bill used to sneak over here and knock me down, and man, she know. Your mama know.
And so everywhere I went, people were like, oh, that's Bill Clinton's son, you know what I'm saying? So I was aware of it. Like I say, he didn't make president until 93. I was born in 85, so by that time I was 8. So yeah, I was aware of who I was. Got you.
What's going on here? Hey, man, what are you doing? Because I got a few of these on my block. What? Whoa, hold up. Let me get this straight. You wrap a wire around a fire hydrant and that creates service for you to use a cell phone? Shut up! So why am I paying a cell phone bill? Mind you guys, this was in 1920. Question is, who are these two women right here? That's the real question. Because I need to know something. Maybe they got family that's still here that knew something about this. Because I'm tired of paying my phone bill if I could just go outside and wrap a wire around a fire hydrant and get free service. This is what people are saying, guys. I would not know if this is true or not. But people are saying that this happened in 1920 or 1922, something like that, guys. Who are these people? Because cell phone bills be ranging from 50 to 100 bucks these days, sometimes even more. Or these extra gigs, but I still run out of gigs and then I gotta pay. Shut up! Oh no, we're gonna have to find out who these people are. And I'm about to go outside right now, guys, and wrap this wire around this fire hydrant to see if I could call somebody in a different country. You never know. As a matter of fact, who they talking to, bro?
Oh my God, man. Right. Like, we don't know if that was phones or they was, I don't, like, right. That could have been just radio. They could have been transmitting some type of signal to listen to a radio station or something, but fam, crazy, man.
Real question. I'm just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Maybe this is not real. Maybe this is not true. I don't know, guys. Did you hear about this? Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
All right, so we're getting closer and closer to living in a Blade Runner universe because China apparently just approved companies for licensing to operate flying taxis. So some regulators in China recently granted commercial flying taxi industry licensing so they can operate autonomous passenger drones. The two companies that are on the NASDAQ listed Ehang Holdings and Hefei Hay Airlines, and they obtained air operator certificates from the Civil Aviation Administration of China, which is also known as CAC. They received the certificates on Saturday of this past week, according to state-run news. And what this means is that both companies are cleared to use unmanned aerial vehicles to offer commercial passenger services, including urban sightseeing tours. The air operator certificate was the final thing that they needed to overcome in order to start actually taking passengers up into the air, because they already had the certificates in order to start production, and also, I guess, an airworthiness certificate that said that they're good to fly. Apparently, Beijing's been allowing people to really start investing into what they're referring to as a low-altitude economy, which is essentially an economy that involves technologies that range from delivery drones to blimps and flying cars. Apparently, the leaders in China are pretty much on board with this thing as well. Now, apparently, there's a research group called Hurun that took data from the Civil Aviation Administration of China in order to try to figure out what the low-altitude economy is predicted to be worth eventually. And they're saying that by this year, 2025, that the low altitude economy is predicted to be worth $207 billion, and that they think that by 2035 it's going to be worth $3.4 billion, so almost double. Now, if there's companies in China that are doing this, I can guarantee you that there are probably companies here in America that are probably trying to do the same exact thing. I just think it's going to be wild to see how they kind of prevent mid-air collisions and stuff when there's tons of drones flying around all over the place, delivering stuff, dropping food off, delivering people, providing emergency medical services, like landing and like medically evacuating people. Like, there's so many possibilities with this, but I just don't know how the Federal Aviation Administration would deal with it over here. I mean, I don't know how they're going to deal with it over there either, but either way, this is going to get real crazy, but it is exciting times that we're living in. That being said, this could still become some very dystopian stuff real quick if it's not done correctly.
That's crazy. Autonomous drone taxis. So you getting flown around on these taxis. It's no pilot. It's all autonomous, all AI shit. Oh my God. Like, how is they go like direct traffic? But I guess it's AI. I guess they gonna have radars and they gonna be able to use all the AI computer shit and to make sure don't nobody get close to each other or like that. Is, man, we are in the future, y'all. This shit crazy. And these just little pieces and a little bit that they giving us and everything. Like the technology that they probably have and everything, like, man, they probably this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. They running it back. They like, yeah, it's time to start amping it up, using some of that Tartarian technology that they thought that we didn't have back then. It's time to bring out some of that new shit. This is crazy. And then with all these plane crashes and everything, who want to get on the autonomous drone taxi? Like, man, what? Is you crazy? Man, I'll never get on one of them motherfuckers. It had to be 100 years from now. It had to be the normal for me. Like, it had to, I'm straight, man. I'm gonna use this whip, or I'm standing on ground, man. I ain't finna be flying around in a motherfucking autonomous drone taxi. It ain't no pilot or nothing. Like, what if, what? What if it glitch in the air? Something might go wrong or something. What if somebody hack into one of the frequencies and mess up? Like, man, hell nah.
Fly me to the moon.
Or at least fly me over Miami's traffic. An air taxi soon taking flight.
You see behind us Midnight Aircraft, which is Archer's air taxi, which takes off like a helicopter and flies forward like an actual traditional airplane.
The aviation company Archer revealing its plan to change transportation across some of the nation's fastest growing regions, like Miami, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, and Fort Lauderdale. Archer's aircraft Midnight would let people beat the traffic by simply taking to the skies.
It will be short distance flights, very appealing to folks that really the goal is to get their time back. So nobody enjoys sitting in traffic.
Midnight has the potential to replace 60 to 90-minute commutes on the ground with 10 to 20 minutes in the air.
This actually can really...
It's gonna start off for the rich folks. They like, yeah, we got the little taxi flights you can jump on. Yeah, they're $2,500. They get you to your 45-minute way distance to get you there in about 5-10 minutes. $2,500.
Serve communities. So over time, I think you're going to see that beyond the use case of going to and from an airport to serve folks that may not have access to an airport.
Archer is working with different companies and real estate partners to get existing helipads ready and also to build specialized airports for the electronic air taxis.
We're including things like Apogee Golf Club and Hard Rock. So exciting things you want to do to give your time back instead of sitting in traffic.
The company says what makes Midnight unique is that it's electric and incredibly quiet. They also say Midnight is incredibly safe.
Even if everything were to fail, which is incredibly unlikely, you're still able to land safely off the wing as you would an emergency landing on a regular airplane.
Adam Goldstein, the founder and CEO, says since they are paving the way with a brand new mode of transportation, they've been working through the process and protocols with the FAA.
And now we're in the final steps of the certification process, showing that we can meet the safety standards to the rules that were put into place.
Man, oh my God. This shit getting out of hand. Truth Lady, I feel you said put it in the books because people never read, so they'll never find out. But I feel like in these days and times, like that can go either way. You can put stuff into books that you want people to believe, and it might not be true. Like some of these books, like I was saying earlier, like some books been altered and modified and shit. Like we don't, like some shit been wrote over and like we don't even know if it been rolled over or they just created it or what. But some books, they just it's hard to trust anybody. It's hard to trust anything these days. You gotta go off down there your instincts. You gotta meditate. You gotta be able to receive downloads from a whole nother angle because some information sometimes it's not all the truth. It ain't everything is not the truth, man. Especially these days and times. They put some shit in the book like, yeah, to make it seem like it's legit and it's the truth. And some people believe it just because somebody wrote it or something, but sometimes that can go against the grain. Sometimes it might not be like that, but like, you're right. You gotta use discernment. That's all. You gotta just have that energy in you and just to know what's real and what's not, man. Just know what's right, what's wrong these days and time, because there's so much altering and fake shit going on with all this AI and everything. It's weird. It's crazy out here, y'all. But salute to everybody who tapped in, man. Stay on wave. Take it day by day. Protect your peace. watching these videos, man. Keep that good energy around. Keep that love around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. Queen Libra, what up? Platinum's Prime, what up? Baby Cakes. I know I'm late, but I'm just not seeing y'all and everything, man. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to my content management moderators, everybody. Appreciate everybody tapping in the chat, man. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Enjoy your holidays if you're celebrating, man. Even if you ain't celebrating, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the good energy and good love around y'all. It's your boy Thao, FamOver TV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
FamOver.